Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix original series, the 8 episode series on Netflix, and based off of the Nickelodeon cartoon. And I say overall this series was just okay. It wasn't the greatest, and it wasn't the worst thing either, but it wasn't really all that good either as well. And I just so it falls in this middle category of meh, which is not fun. It's not a fun place to be. Because if this thing was actually bad, I could just make fun of this thing and call it a day. But if it was good, I could just praise it to high heaven. I just go, man, it's the best thing ever. Check out Avatar: The Last Airbender. Woo, it's gonna blow your mind. But no, it's not. It's not gonna do that. It's not gonna do that. It may make some people happy, but it didn't make me completely happy. And I even struggled to watch this thing a little bit too, because I just and I can see why the original people like who did the show left and let them say, you know what, this is their show. This is not our show. We had no part of this. We did not write none of this stuff down. We didn't make this stuff happen at all. This is them. This is all them. So if you want to get mad at anybody, get mad at them. We try to steer it in the right direction. We try to get on board, but people like too busy going back and forth. So they said, you know what, y'all want to listen to us? Fine. Which I don't understand, because One Piece did so well. People listened because the guy who did One Piece was part of the show. They listened to him, and they were successful. I don't know why people don't want to listen to the people who wrote the show and understand what's actually going on and understand these characters. I don't get it. I don't understand why that's so hard. But it is what it is. So let's start off with Aang, Katara, and Sokka. Okay. I think the acting choices, the casting choices was pretty good. It was pretty good. They had the look, and they pretty much sound like them. They had the same kind of attitude of them a little bit as well too. Thought it was pretty good choices. The acting choices, the acting just wasn't as consistent all the way through with all neither of them. So a lot of times I don't think the acting was all that great throughout the whole entire time. Like you got Aang here, who's in the cartoon. I hate to compare, but it's based off of that, so can't help it. He's more upbeat. He's more childlike. He likes to play. He likes to play and have fun as well too. And because and but here he has some of that upbeat personality of Aang a little bit, but he also has this very depressing side of him as well too. A lot of self doubt there. A lot of it, to the point that sometimes even like to the end of the thing, he thinks he shouldn't even be alive. Whatever, like this. That's why he went into that place to sacrifice himself. He pretty much thought it's better if he was dead, or just they don't need him anymore. I just said, wow, that's a interesting take on that. I mean, that's not really how Aang would react to things, but okay. I mean, there was a point of Aang was downing himself when he was gonna fight Ozai. But the thing is, though, he wasn't like he just thought he didn't think he couldn't beat him. He just thought that there was no way he could beat him without killing him. That was his thing. It wasn't like he can beat him. How can I beat this man without killing him? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill him. I do want to stop him, but I don't know if I can stop him without killing him. And that was his thing he was struggling with. Here in this show, it felt like this. He felt like as though he didn't belong here. He should have died a long time ago, and he failed. And so because he didn't do anything, he doesn't know what he's doing. And so he like all this other stuff. Like this. I said, okay, that's. I understand why they went in that direction, but that's not really who Aang is really. So you stuck with this like decision like this. Well, it's not quite like Aang, I understand why they went in this direction. And they're trying to do this whole darker, edgier thing, but at the same time trying to be lighthearted too. Like they couldn't find the balance with him. Then you got Katara. Now Katara in the series is pretty much like the heart of the show. She had to take on the role as mom, even to her bigger brother Sokka, because their mom was gone, their father was gone, so she kind of took on that role of kind of like mothering Sokka a little bit, being there for him like in a motherly type of way, and she even kind of mothered them a lot of times. But at the same time, she also can be very bossy, very opinionated, very stubborn as well too. And sometimes she can, it really happen a lot, but she can be reckless as well. But the thing is, though, they were scared to show that in the show, So they took all that stuff away from her, and so now you're stuck with this Katara who's not quite Katara, but someone like Katara, but a less than version of her, like a knockoff. Like in the cartoon, she went to Aang and them went to saw some pirates. She saw that they had a water scroll in there because she was struggling to use her powers and abilities. She was struggling with that. And the scroll would help her. It's the scroll with Water Tribe, and the pirates stole it. She stole it from them, which got them into a lot of trouble. But here on the show, they can't show that, so they had her grandmother give her the scroll, which was this. Okay. I mean, Buffy thought she gets it, and she learns from it, but it was like, why not show that she can make mistakes as well too? I mean, she's not perfect, and nothing wrong with it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. But seeing the mistakes you make and then seeing the person learn from those mistakes and then improve as a person, that's very more interesting to just have her just get it from the start. I okay. Like even Aang in the cartoon, he was told he was the Avatar, and then that he saw being the Avatar was doing to his friend that was separating from him, although he had an advantage over them. Because at first he just played, everybody was just on the same field. I mean, he was gifted, but he didn't think nothing of it. Everybody else got along. But when the kids found out he was the Avatar, he wanted to play games with them. They were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it'd be an unfair advantage if you were there." And then he seen his friend distant from him, and then he had to take on all the responsibility. He's so young, he was scared, so he ran away. He ran away. On the show, he still ran away, but for I can't remember how it went now. Anyway, but he still ran away. But the thing though, he was trying to go back and got caught in the storm, and then he went into the ice thing. But in the cartoon, he just ran away, and then the guilt of him running away and not taking responsibilities that would bother him a little bit as well. But it's somewhat the same results but different. I mean, so it went about a little bit different, a little bit weird, and I just it's not quite that, but it's like I wouldn't say it's better, but it's like it's interesting. It's interesting to the character. Even Sokka was a little more misogynist in the cartoon. But he learned that how wrong he is, and he changes from that, and he grows as a person from there. But on the show, they didn't want to show that, so they try to still make him had to learn, but at the same time, it wasn't so what he had to learn from. He seemed more responsible. It was like it's so weird. And the relationship he had with his father was different as well too, because his father didn't believe in him, which was like something that was bothered him. Like propelled him to move forward. It was like his father didn't believe in him. Like, wow, okay, dokie. I mean, even like Azula was portrayed differently in the show than live. And now Azula in the cartoon, she was the favorite child, also very gifted, and she was a psycho. No, I mean, yes, her father's a little bit of a psycho too, so you can see that she inherited that from him. But the thing is though, she was the favorite. She didn't prove herself to her dad at all. She always killed it. Anything her father wanted to do, she killed it. And he was proud of her. Zuko, on the other hand, struggled with everything. And he constantly trying to prove himself to his dad. Even before the whole mission and everything. He constantly kept trying to prove himself over and over again and kept failing. Every time it's the Suda succeed, she saw the praise she was getting and the love she was getting from her father. He wanted that too. And he went out there and tried it and failed. But on the show, they show that she's gifted and she's talented. But at the same time, my father was like pretty much belittled her, acted like her stuff wasn't good enough, and then constantly made her constantly keep proving herself all the time, which pretty much led to her like turning bad. But at the same time, she was just bad. Why can't they just show her just being bad? Everybody wants to be good. There has to be some kind of reason behind it. Some people are just psycho. It just is. It is what it is. You could be at a nice home. You can have 2 loving parents. You do well in school, but for some reason this kid is just off. Why? I don't know. We tried everything we can to get him back on track, but it's just weird. I don't know what we got to do. Yeah, some kids are like that, but they didn't want to show that here. But at the same time, I thought that Daniel Day Kim did an amazing job as the Fire Lord Ozai. I thought that Uncle Iroh, who played by Paul Lee, was great. I even like the Prince musical by Dallas Liu. I thought he did a great job. Most of the people from the Fire Nation was pretty much killed it. It's just that Aang and Katara and Sokka, after playing them, their performance was like a little bit off. I mean, even Arden Cho, who was in it that long as June, I think she did an amazing job there. She pretty much looked like she like the character to come to life. Now they changed her personality a little bit as well too, because here she looked like she was flirting with Iroh, but in the cartoon he looked like he had a crush on her, but she had no feelings for him at all. But it was okay, but it was fine. I mean, this show seems like it has interesting ideas, interesting takes, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't quite understand who the characters are to make the interesting takes. And they don't like to show a lot of the progress, help it get to certain situation, but they just want to show the end results. Like I said, like Katara became a master in here, but they don't show the steps how she got there. Like, now I understand. I in a way I can understand why they went this direction. Okay, in the show, they show Katara training constantly. Aang keeps constantly telling her, Katara, you was fantastic, until they got to the end. They didn't want her to. They didn't think she should fight because, okay, that was just weird. But let me see. So her like kind of struggling a little bit. And then when she goes to they finally get to the Northern Water Tribe. She meets their master there, and she wants to train with them. She finds out women don't train there, and then she gets pissed off. She want to fight them, just like that. And the skill level she was at to be up there like insane. How'd she get that skill? How'd she get to do all that stuff and hold her own like that? And I understand why they did. I understand why they did that, because in the cartoon, yes, she was. By the time she did get to the Northern Water Tribe, she was really, really skilled. She improved over a whole lot, and they don't really show her training with the old man. They don't even show Aang training with him either. They were getting trained by him, because eventually he did change his mind after that fight. He actually saw he was wrong, and Katara has a lot of potential, and so he decided to train them both. And that happens like off. The training part happens off screen, and then they had to leave. So since you don't really see the training on the cartoon, they feel as though, you don't need the training. You don't need to show have them train with them. She just fights him, even though she loses. She shows that she's skilled enough, and eventually he does somewhat turn around, not quite, but he pretty much considers her the master. Aang didn't get no training at all here, so the whole point of him going there to get some training didn't even happen. And then they just have him like just turn into that big kaiju monster thing at the end, even though that was cool in the cartoon, but they didn't show us like that, because the way they showed it here was like this. Aang was just depressed that he was here. He felt as though he didn't belong here. So he was sacrifice himself to be the new water spirit. So he'll die, and that was it. But like the same thing happened, but they just show different results. And that's what this whole entire show is like. This they show stuff from the cartoon, but the results is different, so it kind of throws it off. So it's not quite the same, or had the same meaning, or feel the same way towards it as well too. And so you get this thing that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it's not this weird, like this not quite right, but like sometimes it's off, and sometimes it's interesting but not quite right. Like this, like either this thing is either something good happens or it's like yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole show. Like this, either something like good happens or it's like So I give this a series a grade. I'm giving it a C minus. But that's just me though. That's just me. I could be wrong here. I mean, you could, if you love this show, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. You hated this show, leave your comments down below. Because I can see you going both ways. This series is gonna be very, very divided. So far, only One Piece got it right. Listen to the creator, and they killed it. Percy Jackson and this show right here are struggling. And both had the same type of thing situation as well too. Started off with Percy Jackson. Started off with a book series everybody loved. Became a movie not a lot of people liked, and then became a TV show by Disney Plus that was like, eh. This show was the same way. Cartoon series everybody loved. Became a movie nobody liked. Now I got a TV series that a lot of people saying like, eh. I don't know what's going on. Why is it so hard? These two things are so hard to adapt. I don't know why this is happening, but oh well. It is what it is. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of the series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Links down below. Connection with my social media. You want to follow me there? I really do appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.